Hi everyone, welcome to the new moon and solar eclipse in Libra reading. So of course both happen on the 14th of October. So I'm going to be doing things slightly differently today. As you can see, I've got a bunch of oracle card books on here and I will be using these in the reading. But before I start the reading, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read messages from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. There's a message here from that. And from the Moonology deck, I'm going to read these messages as well. Now, yes, I could have actually pulled cards from those decks, but to be honest, I wasn't really feeling it. And a lot of the time, I'm not actually really feeling it in terms of the moon connected decks. I do like them, but it doesn't always feel right to use them in the new moon or full moon readings. I've got no idea why, but it just depends on how I'm feeling about it. But I do like to use them, so I thought what I'll do is I know that they have cards that are relevant to the new moon and the solar eclipse, so I've taken those cards out and I'm going to read those messages because then they will give us sort of some insight into what the new moons are about and what eclipses are about as well. So as I say, these are from the decks I'm going to be using in the reading, and I'm going to share with you the messages from these books first of all. I will get into a spread. I have got a spread planned, and I will also, at the end of the reading, I'll be pulling individual messages for each zodiac sign as well, and they'll be time stamped. So let's bring these into closer view. And I'm going to let's start with the new moon card in general. So this one here, new moon beginning. So we get some insight on what new moons are about. I mean, typically is to do with new beginnings, isn't it? So let's just see what the message is from the moon of the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, which is this one. So the message says, you are offered a fresh start. Your journey is beginning. Take the first steps towards something new. It is time to place emphasis on your health and well-being. It says, I accept and rejoice in renewal and beginnings. There is something incredibly poetic and even romantic about that tiny sliver of silver that is the new moon. After the waning cycle and depth of the dark moon, here is appearing in the sky, incredibly a crescent of the finest light. Almost a scratch upon the blackboard of the universe, here is the evidence that even after the darkest night, light returns again. The crescent of the new moon is an ancient symbol that stretches back to ancient prehistory. There are cave drawings featuring crescent moons, sculptures of goddesses with crescent moon diadems, and the goddesses Aphrodite, Hecate or Hecate, depends on how you want to say it, Diana, Artemis, Inanna, and many Central Asian female deities were often depicted with new moon symbology. Or symbology? Yeah. I may be saying that wrong. Go back even further into Neolithic cave paintings where moon and sun symbology, is going to keep making me say that word, features with no phase more commonly being depicted than the new moon. When the new moon appears in the lunar cycle, we are gifted with a new beginning and a fresh start. What we have identified as useless or unneeded anymore has been released in the void of the dark moon. And here waiting is a new chance. Here we get to renew our lives and feel free enough to risk trying again. Whether we are asking for a fresh start in relationships or a new love, or are heralding the actioning of intentions such as better health, a new business, or the start of a new project, riding the new moon energy will assist us. Many creative people start new works on a new moon, and I personally, as an author, like to begin all my new works on this phase. Even if beginning means simply typing up a cover page or outline, the most powerful of new moons for new starts traditionally are within the season of spring. And it gives a companion stone or a metal which is Celestine or Celestine. So that's that card. So I've said this before, I think when I've done new moon readings, that it's about setting intentions. I may have even mentioned doing some rituals myself, and I think I will. I hadn't actually planned one, but yeah, I've got some intentions that I really want to set, but I kind of feel like they're always my intentions, but got nothing to lose, have we, by doing a little our own little new moon ritual. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it. To be honest, I'm always looking for new ways to use the my oracle cards and tarot decks, and I do actually often quite use them to set intentions as sort of almost a vision board of sorts, and then I'll put stuff there with it like crystals and stuff as well, and stuff that kind of represents what I'm trying to achieve. So it could be letters, as in like I'll write a letter of what I want or something as well. Anyway, let's look at this one here. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So it doesn't mean for everyone a romantic cycle will begin, but as it's new moon in Libra and the card says new moon in Libra, I thought it was worth reading it because it will be more specific to the sign of Libra. So this is from the Moonology deck, this one here, and I will find that, and it may take me a minute because this book has an unusual index. Okay, so this one says, give and take could well be the answer to whatever dilemma you're asking about. Compromise may be called for. It's time to start negotiating or even renegotiating. When the new moon in Libra comes up, there's a restart for you and for someone else. A new relationship could be beginning, and if that's the case, the chances are this will be a healthy and well-balanced connection. In anything you do after pulling this card, doing it in pairs is advised, such as teaming up with someone in business or in your personal life. Libra is the sign of relating, and this card suggests that whoever is at the heart of the issue you're addressing is someone who will be open to talking things through. Avoid being selfish, it won't get you anywhere at this time. And it says, attune to the moon, reach out to someone and let them know you care. Additional meanings for the card are feel more, think less. Marriage or engagement is on the cards. A legal matter will go your way. Pay some attention to your appearance, but don't be all about appearances. The teaching says Libra is the sign of love and harmony, negotiation and relationships. It is harmonious, kind and luxurious and always aiming for balance. So when we have the new moon in Libra, or at any time you draw this card, there's a restart possible for anything and everything connected to partnerships, negotiations, appearances and justice. Remember that Libra is depicted by a set of scales. This energy wants to bring things back to equilibrium. Okay, so, I mean, as always, I always say share your comments if you feel that you want to. But if a new romantic cycle begins for anybody, I would definitely be interested to hearing if that actually happens with the relevance of Libra and the new moon together. So finally, we're going to look at this card, New Moon Eclipse. Expect powerful change before we get into the spread, if you can see that clearly. So this is more specific to the actual eclipse, solar eclipse. And this is from the Moonology deck as well. And again, it will take me a moment to find it because of the unusual indexing. Okay. So I know that they do say that eclipses, both solar and lunar eclipses, are revealing of what's hidden. That's one thing. But let's see what it says in the book, if I can actually find it. Right, it says, if you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Attune to the moon. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for the card. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. And the teaching says the new moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening, when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. So I really like all of the messages in these cards, and to be frank, I need all of this energy, so I may actually use them as sort of talismans and then kind of use them in my new moon ritual to kind of help inspire me and help with my intention. So I'm going to put those out of the way for the time being, and we are now going to get into the spread. And I always debate whether, well, not always, but particularly in the special readings, I debate if I'm going to get the spread first or the oracle card messages first. I think I'm going to stick to my usual way, the spread. I feel, yeah, I feel like that's the way I want to do it. So today I'm going to be using the Rider-Waite as the main card deck. So the Rider-Waite was one of the first decks I believe I ever bought. So that's why I wanted to use that today. And I haven't used it very often on the channel, have I? But it was one of the decks that I used to use all of the time, really. It's the one with my battered Queen of Wands in there. So I've got a slightly different spread. So this one actually, it's similar to, I believe, the last full moon reading I did. Slightly similar layout, but you'll see what it is when I pull the cards. Right, so the first card I'm going to be pulling is its intentions that we may want to set. So obviously it's a collective reading. Everybody's not going to have exactly the same intention, but it'll give us an idea sort of the type of intention possibly, or just something collective that we can all gain something valuable from. So what is the intention, the kind of intention, or something relevant within the area that will help us to set intentions with this new moon and solar eclipse in Libra, please? What do we need to know? What's the intention here? So it won't resonate with everyone, but hopefully for whoever's watching, it may. Do we take all of those? Yes, I'm getting a yes. My favourite card, the Tower. The Empress is also one of my favourite cards as well. But right, so I mean, it talked a lot about new beginnings and forgetting the past. The Tower is definitely about forgetting the past. Knight of Cups is about your dreams, pursuing your dreams. The Empress is abundance, isn't it? So that is that can easily be a collective theme, can't it, of letting the past go, pursuing your dreams and creating abundance. Whatever the actual literal intention is, this is valuable for everyone. So I'm going to put put it about here. Not sure how the other cards are going to look yet. So next we're going to look at how do we manifest, create or achieve the intention that we've set. Are there any strengths or anything we can use to our advantage to sort of aid or assist us in gaining this, or achieving or creating whatever it is we're trying to do? So we have the King of Cups, okay. Next we're going to look at any challenges, obstacles, blocks, blind spots even. We have the Three of Wands and the Five of Cups. And then we're going to look at guidance, advice, a solution to whatever it is we're trying to overcome, to get to what it is we want to get to. We've got Knight of Swords, and then I want to get the best outcome in this. So the best outcome would be if we do what's being suggested, if we use our strengths or whatever it is that will help us, if we overcome any challenges, take the advice. What's the best outcome? Almost went for the candle, it wanted to, didn't it? So Page of Pentacles, I mean, that looks like a fresh start, doesn't it? A new start, new beginning. Having something new to plant, a new seed to plant. Okay, so now I am going to pull the oracle cards, and I have got quite a few oracle cards today, but you know what? I just felt like it. So I'm going to start off with a Sacred Destiny card. I actually really like this deck, and to be frank, if I could use it in every reading, I probably would. But then I want to keep shake things up a little bit and not have it the same all the time. So, but I really do like this deck. I think because the messages are kind of self-explanatory, but then in the book they also have a deeper message as well. But it's not too much to take in. That's why I quite like it. It's got a nice energy about it. So anything else we need to know, anything else that can help us, assist us, guide us, give us more information? What else do we need to know? We have 3, and I hope I can fit all of these cards on the table because there's going to be quite a few. We've got Inner Peace. So I'll try to show you the cards as well. You've got Inner Peace there. We have Enlightenment. I don't know if there's a reflection on that. And we have Voyage. So I'm going to have to shift these along a bit, aren't I, to fit everything on. Okay, I think that might be all right there. Next, I'm going to get a card from the Power of Love deck. And I chose this deck because it's love, it's Libra, so why not? And it doesn't necessarily mean romantic love, but who knows? We'll see what comes up in the reading. So anything else we need to know that will assist us, that will help us? What else do we need to know? Right, we have friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. I mean, that would be a Libra theme, a type of partnership, isn't it? Friendliness. So we'll put that, we'll put that there. And you also have past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. And that is relevant in terms of the eclipse mentioned letting, well, actually, was it the eclipse? It could have been all of them, actually. But there was definitely a mention of letting go of the past in the cards, wasn't there? Right, so I'm going to clarify with the Everyday Witch, which is, if you've seen any other readings with the deck in it, then you'll know it's my favourite deck. And we are going to clarify the intention, first of all. So the Tower, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. And I've already said it's like, it's a new start, isn't it? The Tower wipes away everything that was past, a clean slate, so that you can now pursue your dreams and hopefully create, with the Empress energy, create something new. But is there anything more specific that we can get from the clarifiers? Because that's very general at the minute. And as I said, it is a collective general reading, so take it as you will. So anything more specific that may help us with the Tower, Knight of Cups, and the Empress. Right, we have the Page of Cups. So there is a lot of creative energy, a lot of cups here. So I mean, in one of the cards, it was the card from the Queen of the Moon. It mentioned beginnings, and the person said that mentioned being an author or something and starting a new book. So could be creative endeavors here. Libra, I believe it's associated with art, isn't it? Well, I should know this, I'm a Libra. Libra can be associated with creativity, art, beauty. So there may be a creative, something creative that you want to begin. Again, the Empress is creative. The Knight of Cups can be creative. I do believe the Knight of Cups and the Page of Cups can also be associated with like artistic, creative endeavors as well. So, I mean, it's art in here. With the Page of Cups, painting, writing. I feel like the Knight of Cups can be connected to writing. I'm getting poetry. I guess it's because Knight of Cups, romantic poetry. But books, novels, could be filmmaking, anything, literally anything creative. Could even be hairdressing, because hairdressing can be creative as well, can't it? Makeup. Well, you've got the Empress there, so beauty related stuff, beautician, makeup artists, anything creative, music could be involved as well. So there's definitely an emotional connection as well. So even if it is something creative, when people are creative, there's usually an emotional connection there as well, isn't there? Okay. And I'm looking at the Inner Peace card with that, and looking at the Eight of Cups, and feeling like whatever this is, that it is probably something that, it is probably your sense of inner peace, isn't it? Whatever that emotional or creative thing is that you're connected to, it brings you a sense of inner peace, or hopefully it does, if it's something that makes you feel fulfilled. But then you have the Four of Cups there. So let's continue on from that and see what else comes up. So we've got the Page of Swords, and what fell was, and I nearly lost the whole deck on the floor then because I put it next to me, the Emperor. So he seems to have a plan there, doesn't he? He's got a plan in front of him. Maybe he needs more information to put a plan together. And that might be where the enlightenment comes in. With that Four of Cups there, I think I'm going to sub-clarify that. But that, I mean, this particular Four of Cups, it's like he's dissatisfied with his work. So if you are someone who's creative, carrying out a creative project, how are you feeling about your work at the minute? Do you feel it's good enough? Do you feel you're good enough? Do you feel like you need to learn more? Let's get a little bit more on that Four of Cups. I said, do you need to learn more? And then the Hierophant comes out, and that's, well, the Hierophant is a teacher, aren't they? Maybe you do feel like you need to learn more. That I was looking at that friendliness card as well, and with the Ace of Cups, that's a, I mean, the Two of Cups isn't here, but the Ace of Cups is what you have to share with others. So that can come in here as well. Let's get a little bit more about that Four of Cups. And the Everyday Witch deck has decided it wants to be all on the floor. I'm going to try that again. So anything else for that Four of Cups? Judgment. So along with the Ace of Cups being like what you have to share with others, the Empress is very generous and nurturing as well, isn't she? So she would be considered friendly. Right, anything else? So we've got music showing up again here. There's a lot of cups, isn't there? Yeah, we've got music showing up, so again, creativity. But judgment, so yes, it can be second chances. Yes, it can be decisions, reviewing the past and making decisions that are more beneficial. I suppose next to the Ten of Cups, it would be reviewing the past and kind of assessing or judging how you can really be fulfilled and happy in the future. There was something else I was going to say about that, and it's gone now. Oh, answering a call. For me, often judgment is about answering a calling. But here with the Four of Cups, it's do you feel like you need to learn more to answer whatever is calling to you and will make you feel fulfilled? Do you feel like you need to know more before you can get to that point? We do have a lot of cups as well. We've got an Empress. We've got the Page of Cups, who's a child. So yes, there could be a relationship aspect to things as well. Okay. Let me just get something for the Emperor. Right, so we've got the Hanged Man. Seven of Pentacles. And I'll get one more for that. Nope. Try that again. Nope. Three of Swords. Okay. So as I say, with the Emperor, I do feel like it's kind of formulating a plan. And it doesn't necessarily mean a plan that you can put on paper. It's just figuring out how to, looking at the different perspectives and figuring out how, assessing how to make things work in the way you want them to, and to not be disappointed with it. Because Three of Swords, I know it can often be about pain, but for me sometimes it is disappointment. It doesn't have to be getting your heart ripped out kind of pain. It can be, I mean, obviously if it's a relationship, then and there is the possibility of being hurt, isn't there? But in general, for me, the Three of Swords can be disappointment as well as just plain being hurt, having your heart broken kind of pain. But as I say, what stands out in terms of intentions, the creativity, emotional connection stand out as well. Learning is standing out here as well. So someone might have intentions about learning too. But yeah, creativity stands out quite big. A lot here. And that Hanged Man is a form of enlightenment as well, isn't it? So you may, as I say, you may be feeling that you may need a bit more, you may need to learn something more or figure something out to move forward in the intention to create. Keyword being create for the intention. So I'm going to take these sub-clarifiers and put them back in the deck. I will just put it out there, with the Empress being there and all the cups and everything and the children and the Ten of Cups, somebody might be wanting to get pregnant. That's a possibility. I mean, that is a form of creation as well, isn't it? Right, so next we're going to move on to how do we manifest or create this. So strengths, things that we can use to our advantage. We've got King of Cups. I would say that's the energy that we need to embody. So emotional intelligence, emotional maturity, trusting your emotions, honoring your emotions. Let's see what else comes up for that King of Cups. we have the Eight of Cups, which to me, that's one way of saying honoring your emotions, because with the Eight of Cups, you're leaving behind what left you feeling not so much empty, but it wasn't fulfilling. Whatever that was that you've left behind, it wasn't fulfilling. And you go into the Ninth Cup, which is the satisfaction, pleasure, individual fulfillment, isn't it? It's a voyage. So is that three? No, Four of Swords there. That feels like that inner peace card. That Four of Swords there. She's resting. She looks very peaceful. The cat's chilling beside her. You're going towards whatever it is that makes you feel at peace. Is that a new moon? It's probably not a new moon, but okay. Anything else? Queen of Pentacles is what you value. That would be what you value, as the Queen of Pentacles is about values. It's about worth, her self-worth, her own personal value, and the things that she values and wants to nurture and take care of. And then if you notice, she's got all the little cat and kittens down there as well. So again, there's that motherly, yeah, there was a bit of motherly energy going on in here as well. Okay. Knight of Cups is back again. So that's following your heart's desires, following your dreams, pursuing your dreams. I always notice that there's a shark there in the water underneath him though. So I think it's just a bit of a warning. Whenever I see this particular Knight of Cups, is that, yep, go ahead, follow your dreams. But he is very focused on his dreams, and he's not even realizing that the cat's dropping off the broom. There's a shark under there. So it's like, yes, go ahead and follow your dreams, but beware of sharks hiding below the surface. Just be careful. And I guess be careful of what being taken advantage of is one thing potentially. And kind of stay grounded as well is what I'm getting from that. Don't get so carried away that you can't see the reality of everything around you as well. One more for that. So it was saying what is the strength that we can use, and how do we manifest or create whatever it is that we want. So one final card to help us through that. So we've got the King of Swords, and I think I'm going to sub-clarify that, the Devil. So that's the things that hold you back. So that could be your fears, that could be temptation to go on a different path that's not your own. So for example, say if it is a creative thing and you wanted to pursue a creative career, but it feels like it's not going to be financially abundant, and then you are given an opportunity to do something that is nothing at all what you want to do, but there's financial security there. It's not to say don't do that, but don't allow it to get you so caught up that then all you focused on is the financial side of things and you completely forget about your dreams. So yeah, but let's look at that King of Swords. I feel like it's saying trust what you know, but let's get a bit more on that. So we've got the Five of Swords, and we have the World, and what is the other one? The Tower again. It feels similar to what I was saying about that Devil card, like being derailed, distracted, sabotaged, potentially. I think sabotage probably is the key word that's coming up here. Don't let anybody, trust what you know. Don't let anybody put you off as well. Because, you know, sometimes when you have a dream and then people shit on it, basically, don't they? They may tell you that, oh, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely impossible. You can't do that. That would be that Five of Swords there. Don't let any of those kind of distractions prevent you from following the dream that you want to follow. Trust what you know. Trust what you think. Stand by the things that you believe in, and that will take you forward, keep you moving forward. The Tower is there. Why is the Tower there? Can I get one to follow on from the Tower? Actually, I think I know what it means. Those are some big cards of change to get there. The World, the Tower, and the Wheel of Fortune together. Let's get one more after the Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it still feels like a similar message of not letting things hold you back. And if there is anything at present in life that is restrictive or holding you back, does that need to... Do you need a clean slate? Is there anything that needs to be removed? Again, the new moon is about fresh starts, isn't it? And then the solar eclipse is about big, huge changes. So what needs to go to stop you from being held back so that you can have a fresh start and follow your dreams and have things go in your favor with that Wheel of Fortune? Okay. So the key strength, I would say, that's here, or how to manifest or create what you want, is to trust how you feel, trust your desires, be confident in yourself. So next we are going to look at we've got the Five of Cups and the Three of Wands, and that is the challenge, obstacle, blocks, any blind spots potentially. I mean, I would say past disappointment is potentially a block here because of the Five of Cups being there. Obviously the Three Cups have spilt out. You've got the two behind you that he's not looking at, or she, most likely a he, well, we don't know, that the person's ignoring behind them, but there is still something there to work with. I mean, yes, it could be a past relationship because you've got the Two of Cups there. But don't let that stop you from setting your intentions and for having hope. I'm getting a sense of hope from this. I know the star is usually about hope. But again, it's about not the challenge, not being held back. You've got that voyage, that feels like that voyage card as well, actually. If you've got plans that you want to move forward with or actions that you want to take, as well as setting intentions, don't let any negative experiences from the past hold you back from that. But let's see what else we can get for that. Yep, through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. So we have the Ten of Pentacles. That may be someone's aspiration. Again, you've got a family there. I mean, you have the abundance as well. Financial abundance, financial stability, legacy. It may be what you are desiring or setting intentions for, maybe as big as that. It may be legacy related. I mean, yeah, sometimes it can be small things like I want a new car, or you want to learn something new, you want a new holiday, but it can be big things as well. Intentions can be anything you want them to be as long as the intention is pure. Anything else for that? So we have the Three of Swords. So that would be that Five of Cups energy of past hurt, disappointment. Five of Swords again is kind of connected to disappointment, but it's more disappointment that's caused by likely how other people have reacted to you, responded to you, or treated you in a way that wasn't honorable. I would say with that could be self-sabotage as well, where you've sabotaged yourself, or the challenge could be not to sabotage yourself. And then you've got the Two of Cups there. That's that kind of friendliness, Two of Cups energy, isn't it, of connecting with other people. I would say with the Two of Cups there, continue to allow yourself to connect with whatever it is that your intention is, because the Two of Cups is sharing cups, and the intention, you've got a cup, the intention itself in a way kind of is its own cup. If you get it and it comes to fruition, or you create it, then emotionally you're getting back whatever you put in, aren't you? Because it's you've put the intention out there from your own cup of, you know, the emotion that you feel for it. What it gives back to you is a feeling of inner peace and fulfillment. So that's how your cup is matched. Let's get a clarifier on that. I'm not sure I really need it, but why not? Two of Cups, the Moon. I did say don't be afraid to share your cup or connect with what you love. I'm not sure if I said that now. Can't remember. Hierophant. Three of Cups. So you've got the card of support and friendliness there as well. You may learn something from others in terms of the intention. There may be something where you can learn from others, or you can learn from the intention itself in a way. With the Hierophant being there, and then you've got the Moon that shows what's hidden in it, so you might learn something from the experience itself. The Fool here looks like openness to me. Openness to the experience, open to learning it, open to going for it, even though you don't know how it's going to turn out, I would say. Just being willing to share, being open and willing to share, to create from the intention. Let's get something for that Five of Swords, since this is the second, no, not that many. Second time it's shown up. I would say with that Seven of Swords being out, I wasn't going to keep it, but I am. And again, that's the self-sabotage, potentially, where you may not trust in what you feel. Especially if you've been disappointed in the past, you may start to doubt yourself. That doubt, that's the right word, doubt, where you sort of think, oh, I don't know about this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if it's worth it. Am I just being a fantasist or whatever? That could be that energy. Let's get a little bit more on that. Ten of Cups. Yeah, you might be thinking, are my expectations unrealistic or too high? Because the Ten of Cups is like the ultimate emotional fulfillment, and you may be asking yourself, am I expecting too much? But you're not, are you really? Because it's all about what you put into it, and then seeing how it goes, and adjusting and adapting if necessary to get whatever it is that you want, and to strive and keep going, and learn from the experience, enjoy the experience, just be open to it. So the challenge, I would say, the main challenge to overcome potentially is doubt, I would say. Let me get one for that Ten of Pentacles. I don't know if I actually need it, but you got the Four of Pentacles. That's doubt, isn't it? It's where you are holding on to everything that you already have and not being open because of fear of potentially losing it all, or losing what you already have, not gaining anything new. So it's doubt. It feels like doubt. So I'm going to put these away because I think I've got what I need from this. So yeah, the challenge is doubt, I believe. Just put these back in the deck. Okay. So next we're going to look at the solution, or the advice or guidance, which is the Knight of Swords. So for the Knight of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands. God, that's a lot of bit of a heavy burden, isn't it? Anything else? That's where you keep your truth to yourself, by the looks of it. The Eight of Swords and Ten of Wands. It's like you hide. I would say that's where you hide your dream. And it's not to say that you go and tell every Tom, Dick and Harry what your dream is. And to be frank, the last reading for the weekly check-in that I did, was it Scorpio or was it Pisces? One of the two. One of those readings, I was saying that it was based on someone having likely always tried to do things with other people to set their intentions and create their intentions, or create from their intentions with other people. But it was looking like at this point in time they needed to make a comeback and do things for themselves, and then reintegrate into whatever groups or community or friendships or whatever it is. And it was almost like they had to keep it. It's called on a strictly need to know basis. I think the video is called, I can't remember which one it is now. But it's like, do what you've got to do, set your intentions. Yes, if you need professional help, get it, but don't let other people in your business, because that's when people can shit on your dreams, they can derail your plans. And it's not always like that, and it's like not like that for everybody. Some people, they have a lot of support and encouragement, and they could come up with what is seen as the wackiest plan on the planet, and they have people that will genuinely support them and be there for them no matter what. But other people, it's not like that for everyone, is it? For some people, it's like you just don't have that level of support, and you do have to keep it to yourself so that people can't shit on your dreams and knock your confidence. But yeah, this message here is saying don't hide your dreams. And as I say, it's not that you have to, if you don't want to, announce it from the rooftops, but don't sort of hide it and be shame, I think would be the word. I mean, I know there's not anything saying shame here, but don't be ashamed of it. Anything else for that Knight of Swords? Because yeah, the Sun for me, it's It's revealing, isn't it? It's enlightenment, it's illumination, everything's clear, everything's out in the open. Okay. I mean, it may be a case of, as part of the advice, is sharing the dream with the right people as well. And that can be difficult to figure out. I mean, we've got the friendliness card. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. That takes discernment to figure out who is genuinely supportive of you, doesn't it? Sometimes. I mean, you may have people in your life that you already know are supportive, but sometimes with newer people, it takes discernment. Anything else for that Knight of Swords? I think we're kind of done with that as the advice, aren't we? The Tower. See, now I'm going to have to get something for the Tower because that's a cliffhanger. Right, Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. I mean, that's about considering your foundation, isn't it, really? The Four of Wands is a foundation. It's the roots. I mean, yes, I know it can be about celebration. It can be about marriage as well. It can be about home. But that's what are your roots? Where are your roots? Are they stable enough to keep you going into a new chapter? Do you need to tear it down and start again? I think, how many times has the Tower come up in this reading? I think this has got to be at least the third time. Let's get one more for that. The Empress, to me, she's nurturing. I've said that before, but that feels like, do you have people that can support or are already supportive of your foundation that can help you or encourage you at the very least in this new sort of new beginning, new start, new chapter? I mean, I would say with the Hanged Man there, you have to trust yourself first, but there's and nurture yourself first with the Empress there as well. But do you have that as your foundation too? Do you nurture yourself? Do you trust your inner knowing and go inwards to figure things out? Or do you rely on external people, situations to kind of validate you? That's something to consider as well. So I would say as a key point for this Knight of Swords is have confidence in your dreams. Don't feel like you have to hide it. Don't feel ashamed of it. And consider your foundations as well. So I'm going to put the sub-clarifiers back. And we are going to end with the best outcome, which it looks like already with that Page of Pentacles, literally planting a new seed. So practically doing something, taking practical steps, whether it be learning, because Page of Pentacles can be about learning. You might need to learn a new skill, a new ability. You might need to study again. You might need to do a course. It could be a financial investment into whatever you're wanting to create, whatever your intention is. Let's see what we get for that Page of Pentacles. That was quite a lot. You've got the Page of Wands there. I mean, that's where they go off on a new path. You've got the Magician, which is a manifestation card, using every skill you have. But as I said, you may need to learn something new. The Empress is here again. Anything else? It feels like growth. This feels like growth from using your skills, going off on the path, planting a new seed. It's growth, isn't it? Because the Empress literally grows a baby, doesn't she? Okay. So learning something new, using the skills you already have, and continuing to grow will help you move forward on your path. Let's just get one more and hope it's not a cliffhanger. Temperance, that's harmony. And then you have the Six of Swords. So again, that feels kind of like that inner peace card, but and the Voyage card as well, actually, inner peace and Voyage, where you sort of prepared to go off on this journey. Let me get a sub-clarifier for the Six of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. That feels like adaptability, actually, being able to adapt as you progress. Once you've planted your seed, as you progress and you grow and you learn and you continue to move forward, be able to adapt to whatever comes up in order to sort of see things through with your intention. And that is the best outcome. So I think we're done with that. I know this is going to be a rather long reading. We're going to get a couple more oracle cards. So we're going to get a couple more oracle cards to wrap up this spread, which I hope has been helpful to someone out there. And then after I've gotten a few more oracle cards for this, I'm going to do individual oracle card messages for each zodiac sign as a new moon, solar eclipse in Libra message, in terms of, well, it can be specifically for anyone setting intentions. Why am I putting all of these back in the deck? There's nothing I can do about that now. Is there really too late? It can be in terms of setting your intentions, or just new moon, solar eclipse in Libra messages in general. However you want to take it, it's yeah, take it as you will. So I'm going to use, right, first of all, I'm going to use a deck that I have not used. Well, I've only had this deck for a few weeks, 3 maybe, probably a month maximum. So it's the Isis Oracle deck. It's the pocket edition. So I have actually found the in-depth book as well online, and the messages are the longest messages I've ever seen in my life. They are good, but to be frank, it is a lot to take in. The in-depth messages, they really are. Like, even just one message, when I was reading, I had to read it a couple of times just to grasp it, but they are really good. The pocket edition, the messages are like a condensed version of the message. So let me see if I can actually shuffle this, because as it's a pocket edition, it's really tiny, which is not a bad thing because I have tiny hands, so it's not a bad thing for me. So we'll get one of these, and hopefully it'll give us something useful as some final advice in this situation of setting intentions. So any final advice? This feels like it's going to take a while to come out. No, okay, we get a couple. So I'll put that next to me. And right, so the first message, a little bit disappointed about that, because I thought they would at least put the title of the card on the front. Everything's on the back. So it says, if you can read it, try and get it in the middle. Pillar of light, burning bright, earth star below, soul star above. Burn away all that is not light, transform all into unconditional love. Star of Isis descend, your blessing and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. So the key point here being about transformation, transforming. So that's that tower kind of energy, isn't it? Of anything that isn't unconditional love, anything that's not supportive of your foundation, your intentions, yeah, get rid of it so you can start again. Okay, so the next message is this one here, which I will show you what it is in a minute. Enter the chamber of healing. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. So again, that speaks again of that transforming type energy, where anything that's not supportive of your path, of your intentions, you may need to heal from it, you may need to find a way to resolve it, to end it, etc. And it also, for me, it speaks of that adaptability as well. If you do go ahead with your intentions and things aren't going as you want them to, then being adaptable and open to change as well. Where am I going to put these now? I'll put them up here. And then I'm finally, for this reading, going to get some messages from, or a message, depending on how many come out, from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. I picked this deck because I just felt like, for some reason, this new moon solar eclipse feels magical to me. I've sort of had it on my mind. I think I knew about it months in advance, and the closer we've gotten to it, I just feel like it could be quite magical. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a Libra, and obviously it's my birthday the day before, on Friday the 13th. But yeah. So what other message do you need from this deck to wrap the reading up before we get onto the individual zodiac sign messages? Anything at all. This is one of the decks for me, because it's a bit bigger, it's really awkward to shuffle in this position. There we go. Am I going to take all of them? Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got, because I'm not going to read these from the book, to be honest. So let's see. We have Thorns, weave together the crown you deserve. So where am I going to put it now? Got too many. We'll put that there. So that's sort of like, that is sort of like a comeback, isn't it? That's where you may have had shitty experiences previously, and you're making a comeback from all of that and starting anew, having a fresh start. Right, we also have sun, paint the sun back into your sky. So for me, that's where you create from your intentions. We have tree, let them go. So that's that tower, anything that that's not supportive. It could be a person, it could be a situation, anything that's not supportive of your intentions and your path. What needs to go? Put that one there. And this is definitely a tower energy card. Storm, every hurricane comes to an end. That's where the worst is over, isn't it? Right, so I am now going to get onto the individual sign messages. So I'm using for that the Oracle of the Unicorns, is it? Yeah, Oracle of the Unicorns. And I should have a list with me, because if I don't, I might forget the signs. So actually, let me just grab my list to make sure I get them all. Okay, let's just give them a shuffle and then we'll get started. And the list I have in front of me is not in the typical order of the zodiac signs. And I can't actually, I'm not going to spend more time finding one. I'm just going to go with the list I have in front of me. I think this is the last order that I recorded the readings in, so I'm just going to go with that. So first of all, Libra. So any messages for Libra for the new moon, solar eclipse? Oh, this is going to take forever to get them out, isn't it? I may have to shuffle this off screen just to prevent it from taking forever, to be honest. So you can hear me shuffling, you know I'm not just going to pull a random card out. Right, Libra, it fell on the floor. And we have nature, ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. Okay, so you may need to get grounded, Libra. Whatever you're trying to achieve, there may be a sense of being grounded. And the Empress, she is very connected to, well, I was going to say she's very connected to nature and the environment, but the Empress is also very connected to Libra and Taurus energy as well. It's Venus energy, isn't it? So yeah, you may need to get grounded in order to help manifest your intentions or create your intentions. So next we're going to do Capricorn. Capricorn, you got loads. Do I want to use all of them? Oh, I don't know. I think I'll take the top one, which was freedom for you. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. So you get freedom. That was the one that came out on top. And it says, live wild and free, choose your freedom, claim your independence. Do you have intentions for freedom and independence? Maybe this came up in your monthly, not monthly, you probably did come in your monthly reading because you've had like a Netflix series running theme. I think it came up in your weekly reading about independence, actually. So that makes sense. Right, so next, Leo. Anything for Leo? Anything today for Leo? Right, we do have one for Leo. Okay, for Leo we have celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. Okay. Aquarius. Anything for Aquarius? Not that many. No, no way. That's far too many. Anything for Aquarius? As I say, these will be timestamped, so you don't have to watch all of them. Right, Aquarius has two cards that have flown across the room. And I think I will just take the top one, actually. Yeah, we'll just take the top one. We'll give one for each sign. So you have action. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. Okay. Cancer, Cancerians, what's your message for the new moon? Whoa, you were quick, Cancer. Thank God for that. You get freedom as well. Oh, and Cancer and Capricorn are opposites, aren't they? And in astrology, freedom again. Freedom, live wild and free. Choose your freedom, claim your independence. And am I thinking that independence came up in your weekly too? It might have done. Right. Anyway, Pisces. What's the message for Pisces? Well, right, so 2 fell, only one of them was face up. So the one that was face up for Pisces is prosperity. It says, a gift of money is on its way. Your income is increasing. Manage your finances with love. I'm just thinking, I'm sure there was a sign I read for recently where it looked like somebody could potentially win the lottery. Was it you, Pisces? Right, anyway, let's move on to Scorpio. What's Scorpio's message, please? Oh, that was easy. Nice and easy. So we'll take the top one. Scorpio, the top message for you says abundance. Enjoy the bounty of life. Your supply is unlimited. Blessings are coming to you. Right, Sagittarius. That one. Right, Sagittarius, you have Goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. Right, Gemini. Okay, Gemini, that was a bit dramatic, wasn't it? Right, see if I can even get that now. It's gone down the side of the table. Right, I think I've got it. Okay, so the top one was friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. And strangely, I know I haven't done it for the others, but you got trust under that as well. So do you have to trust people more? Could be something relevant there. Or are you trying to find people that you can trust? Right, Taurus. Right, Taurus, you were a bit impatient, weren't you? But that's fine. It says, imagination, envision a new reality, give yourself permission to dream, believe in unlimited possibilities. That was a major part of that, wasn't it? About not letting anyone shit on your dreams or letting anything hold you back. Okay. So Virgo. What's Virgo's message? Let's try it off screen because it's getting a bit difficult to shuffle. Virgo, yours is difficult to come out. Anything for Virgo for the new moon solar eclipse? Anything at all? Nope, nothing. There we go, you get 2, so I'm only gonna, well, let's see what we get. I did say I wanted to take the top one. Right, you get action, which was on top, and it says, now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. Okay, so who got that? I can't remember who else got that now. And finally, Aries. So what's the message for Aries? So let's see. Anything for Aries? Right, Aries. You get friendship as well. Are you connected to Geminis by any chance? Right, friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. Okay, so if you are still with me by the end of this video, you may not be if you've just skipped to your individual message and not carried on. yeah, thank you for watching the video. Feel free to leave your comments, feel free to like the video, share it if you want to, and to subscribe to the channel if you'd like to do that as well. But until the next reading, take care.